Welcome back to Crankshaft Chronicles episode 2, where we rebuild the Volvo, or if we find out we've made a massive Scandinavian regret. So what I'm going to do now is I'm pretty much going to clean the car. That's the first thing I'm going to do, because the weather tomorrow is going to be terrible. I'm going to clean the car, wash it all off, get it back into the garage, garage carport that I've got. And then that means that'll be ready tomorrow morning for me to get cracking on removing the bumper, straightening those panels out, putting the new headlight in, putting all the new bumper and everything on, so the vehicle is roadworthy again. As I say, it's still got MOT, it is still a working vehicle. Car is here. All of this is pretty straight. We've got a little bit of a bend in this panel, but nothing that a little bit of hammering and that can deal with. And this is a testament to Volvo. The light is broken, but the bulb and everything still works. The glass is obviously precarious. We need to fix this panel here, which will probably include a bit of fucking hammering and knocking all that about. Indicator, I've got a new one of those with the headlights, so I'm not too worried about that. We've got a new bumper, and yeah, so there is a slight, you can see it just here, there's a slight poke up compared to the other side, which is straight. So I just need to manipulate that round a little bit. The wing, as you can see, dead straight, no problems there. The engine itself runs clean, is lovely. Just a basic 2.3 litre engine. First thing first, let's get the bumper off, let's get the grille out, the headlight out, and the indicator out. Right, so we've got all the bolts undone. There's 2 bolts that sit on this leg here, 2 bolts that side, 1 bolt downside. Now this, I mean, that's metal. That wasn't supposed to happen. These, I'm pulling on these, normally these slide out quite easy. What I'm hoping is that chassis lid right there hasn't moved. Well, it hasn't moved much. First job to get the bumper off is this little bolt all the way down here, which is for the back strut of the bumper. I need to undo that, both sides, and then get the bumper off. So the first job was to take out the airbox, which I took out now, and when I took the airbox out, I've noticed that there's a bit of oil around this airflow meter. Now, that could be a cause of a PCV system. So I popped out the airbox, the air intake as well. And yeah, I would say the PCV is probably full and has a load of condensation in it. So that is going to get dealt with as well. And one thing I have noticed as well is the rudimentary waterproofing of the coil back. So first things first, you can see that bar is rather bent. I don't know if you can see it from here. This corner does go a fair way in, so that is going to need replacing, or well, repairing as best we can. So we've got the bumper off. Was a little bit of a fight. The corner here was broken and this bar was jammed in the actual chassis leg. So I'm going to check that over and see what we've got. But we have got another second hand but new to us bumper. It's not in great condition. It's all straight though, and that's all we really worry about because it is all going to get painted. Current situation here in the UK, I don't know if you can see, but it's snowing. Yeah, thank God for heaters. Right, so this is what we're left with. We've got a little bit of panel damage on that inner of that wing lip where the headlight sits. This lower part has actually been bent in rather well, so what we're going to do is we're going to straighten that out as best we can, get that all nice and straight and back to allowing us to fit the headlight. As you can see, we've got a little bit of damage to the headlights around just here. It's pushed in a tiny bit. All of this is very, very minor work on something this old. You can see that it's all straight. It just needs a little bit of manipulating. So we're going to do that. The chassis leg is actually straight and there's no damage inside there. We've just got to move the panels about a little bit. That's all. So here's how we're looking. All pretty level, a couple of minor little adjustments. The headlight fits nicely, indicator just not really fully pushed in, so and everything's not bolted up, so it is just a bit loosely fitted. Just gotta make sure I've got this bottom bar in the right place. So there we have it. The lights are all back in, grill's back in, it all lines up really nicely. I'm pretty happy with that so far. We'll get the bumper on and hopefully it all sits rather well. So I've just pulled it apart and you can literally see the liquid running through, and it's actually got onto the mass airflow. Now this should probably be changed. I'm going to try and clean it out first because it is only on the mesh, but there is quite a lot in there, so hope some electrical cleaner will sort that all out. Right, so what I've done is I've took the airflow meter out, I've cleaned all the gunk and everything out of it, sprayed some electrical cleaner down there, so all the gunk is now out of there. It does look shiny still, but they will dry. All you have to do is pop these little clips out and the filters go back in, like so. I'm just going to clean this one off, put it back in, and then my next job will be somehow trying to clean that absolute mess out of that. Alright, so that's now cleaned out as best I can. There's a little bit of brake cleaner left in there. There's still some bits in there. I'm probably going to get a new one of these because it's still a bit dirty. Airflow meter's clean and dried. Let's put it back together. So, there we have it. We've managed to fit a new bumper, straighten out the panel, put a working headlight back in. The indicator and side light outside isn't wired in just yet. It will get there and get wired in. I managed to clean out the intake, which I'm hoping is 9% of the problem. So yeah, that is one almost fixed. We're going to have to take the headlight and everything back out again, just readjust and find little bits. But for now, we can take the vehicle down the road, obviously once I get any number plate, bits and bobs. But she is looking good. So thanks for joining us, and join us again next time when we start maybe looking at the interior or doing something other than that. There is one thing I have picked up, which is some wheels. I'll see you next time.